Hello, friends, hello, Zillionaire, and how are you doing, family? Welcome to this week's masterclass. In this masterclass for this week, we're going to be talking about something that's going to be very interesting and very fascinating. My name is Dr. Julius Aroba, the Mind Surgeon Wealth Entrepreneurship Coach. And I hope you're going to be able to go through this with us for this week. On this week episode masterclass, we're going to be talking about the universal 10 commandments of money. I'm going to repeat it again, the 10 universal commandments of money. The first one, the Holy Book said, "And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." Again, this boils down to knowledge. Because when you want to discover the secrets, when you want to know the truths, that is what we call knowledge. Because knowledge is light. You need knowledge to become very wealthy. You need knowledge to discover the secret of everyone. The secrets of that thing that you need to do, or that thing or that project you're embarking on. You need knowledge. Again, what you don't know is bigger than you until when you know that thing. Once you know that thing, you become a master to that knowledge. So many people have challenges, and their challenge is that they don't like to read, they don't like to pay for mentorship, they don't like to get mentor. And if you want to be able to understand the 10 commandments of money, the first rule is that of knowledge. Again, when you use your money to be able to go for knowledge, to gather resources that you need, it will help you to go far. And that is where knowledge comes from. In my usual way of saying this, they said, if you want to become an accountant, you go through the primary school, the college, then you go to varsity, or you specialize in a professional course, then you become an accountant in that particular field. You do a professional course in accounting, or you go for a degree in accounting. Now they say if you want to become a lawyer, you've got to go through the basics of life, then you go to varsity to study law. At the end of the day, you become a lawyer when you are done having done those studies. On the other hand, they say if you want to become a doctor, a medical doctor, you've got to study medicine in varsity. And when you're done, they call you a doctor. But now, the knowledge is in you being able to know. Before you enter into school, they call you Mr. or Miss. By the time you're getting done, your name changes. They start calling you engineer, barrister, doctor, because you've been able to now change. You've now been able to have holistic knowledge in that particular field. And that is today, people call you, like for example, people call me doctor or professor in artificial intelligence, or a wealth creator, or a surgeon, or doctor surgeon of wealth. So you need knowledge to be able to fly. The number 2 universal rule of money is that money is very, very hidden. It is invisible. It takes you to be able to discover the secret in how to go and how to navigate about making that money. Now, you need the second eyes apart from your physical eye. Apart from these glasses, you need a thin eye to be able to discover how to get to see the secret of where that money lies. There is need for you to now know that that invisible eye is what I call the networking. Because networking is oftentimes more important than what you are, because the person you need to know is just 2, 3, 4 people away from what you need. If you want to meet a president of a country, for example, as a case study. You navigate through someone to someone to someone. Let's say, for example, you know a politician, maybe your senator, or maybe your I don't know which region you are, maybe your minister or somebody like that is closer. And that person knows 3 people away from the president. And before you know it, that person will refer you to another person will refer you, and you are able to get to the office of the president to be able to schedule a meeting with the president. That means your network is your net worth. That is why I say the money is very, very invisible. It all depends on who you are speaking to. It depends on who you're talking to. It is knowledge of networking that is very, very important in anything you do. There are many people that know something, but they don't know anyone. They don't know who to speak to. They don't know how to go about it. And they remain the same year in, year out. That means that the real money is invisible. Let me take a pause here. I don't know, Rachel, watching this video, Joseph, or Brother Mark, or Azan, or Mohammed, you watching this video, do you know that the real money is in the people you don't know, because money is invisible? I hope you've now been able to learn the number 2. Number 3 rule of the universal rule is that the kind of value you bring to the table. Everybody always look for value. If you're not able to offer value, people can't value you. It's very important for you to know that when you bring real value to the table, when you meet anybody, most often the less privileged folks, or most often those that go for the cash, they don't get the cash because they don't actually have the right value. When you look at the money in your bank account, or the money you have in your cash, in your card, or in your ATM, or in your pocket at the moment, when you go to the store, you purchase something that's going to be valuable to you. That means money goes where value is being needed. And you've got to know that in you, there is a value of a solution or potential product in you that you've got to now discover in making sure you bring the right value to the table of anybody you meet on a daily basis. The number 4 is that of access. Access. Sometimes, more often in this day and age, when you give people access to people, they misuse that access. Some go for cash, some go for something else. Some even spoil their name, or they recommend that name, or their mentors, or their coach name, or their father or mother, because they give them access to meet someone. But at the end of the day, they misuse that access. And once you miss an access, you might not be able to have access to the next door again. So friends and fellow Zillionaires, you've seen that access is very important. You need to know how to manage access, how to control, how to protect, how to put a caveat to any access that you're being given. Maybe to a group of zillionaires that we have, or the millionaires that we have in the community, or the people or entrepreneurs that we have, or the group of product that we have, that you can find. And some of these people within our network, you can find them anywhere. So you've got to know how to make use of those assets. Number 5 rule of universal of money is anytime you save money, which is savings, you don't only save money in your bank account only. You don't save money in that coin box or that thing or wherever you put that money in the house that is not generating value for you. You've got to look for a way to save your money in an investment that's going to be yielding income for you, that's going to be growing that money for you. Don't just save money in your savings account. The bank will come in a savings account, they will shave it. They will take some money from it. They call it servicing account, or account service, or monthly basis, or per transaction that you perform transaction. You've got to know how to save money. So you that you're watching and you're listening to this, I want to know that when you save that money in a savings account, it doesn't mean that you've actually invested it. When you put it in that coin box in your house, or in that locker in your house, or in that box in your house, it does not mean that you've actually saved money. No, you've not invested that money. When you save money through a medium of putting it in a fixed deposit account where the money will give you some excess of interest at the end of the day, or at the end of the month, at the end of the duration. That is a medium of saving. Money is meant to be saved in an investment, in a place that your hand cannot actually touch it, that you can't easily transfer the money, or that you can't even just easy to open that money from the bank or maybe from that box and give it to someone. No, it should be tied down to an investment. And when you do that, you will be able to have a return on that money. So, zillionaires, it's time for you to wake up, because if you are able to keep that money in a place that is valuable, you will get value in return. The number 6 is that money, those who value money, we always look for you. Money always go to places where it is valued. What service are you offering as an entrepreneur, or as a career person, or as a business owner? Are you serving a product, or are you selling a service? Are you exchanging value for money? Is money able to locate you? Are you able to monetize your gifts and talents? You in this masterclass today, you know what I'm talking about. Most times, the gift that God has deposited in you, you've not been able to know this business of that gift. When you are able to monetize that gift, because in every individual, there is a product, there is a service, and there is a talent that God has given in us. So friends and fellow zillionaires and millionaires of Oluwasegun Zillionaire Consulting, I believe you are actually flowing along. Number 7 rule of universality of money is that your money must always work harder than you. You shouldn't be a slave to money. When you make that money from that business, from that career, from that product, you should now give your money a second, a third, a fourth leg, so that while you are sleeping, that money is in a place that is actually working harder than you, not that you are the one that is working harder. Those that are not privileged to have this information, they don't know. You wake up on a daily basis, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you rush to the office. At the end of the day, you repeat the same. When you come back in the evening, you watch TV, you go to bed. The same day, you repeat that often. Often do you know that you have been working so hard, but your money is not working for you? There are so many places while you are sleeping, you can invest the money. What I'm going to advise you, in case you are looking for a place that you can invest that money, no matter the currency, just drop us an inbox, or just drop a comment on this section box. In any country you're based, we have investment for you. We have so many investments in Ghana, for example. We're building luxury real estate properties. We have investments in South Africa. We have investments in Dubai. We have investments in Nigeria, and so on and so forth, in different areas, in different asset classes, in different classes of investment. We can talk you through it. We can show you the secrets. Why not drop us a comment here? Because your money is meant to work harder for you than you working harder for your money. If you have to be awake for you to make your money work, it means you've not actually been able to discover the secrets. While you are sleeping, your money should be generating interest for you in a fixed assets, in a fixed investments, and so on and so forth. You've got to put different shoes to that money in different boxes of investment. We have different investment that we can show you in the Zillionaire Venture Capitals that you need to actually get to learn more about it. So friends, zillionaires, millionaires, watching this video across the globe, have you been able to give that small resources or those money you have, second leg, fourth legs, putting on shoes for them to be able to run in that investment? You need to save your money in an investment. You need to keep multiplying your money in a way that it can. You need to invest in assets. You need to buy houses, buy land, buy cryptos, buy so on and so forth. And more so, I need to let you know that I'm not certified specialist in investment, but we do have in-house those that are certified within the community that we can link you up to. I just want to put that disclaimer there for you. Number 8 is that you've got to learn to control your money. Most people, when they make small money, they grow wings. The money control them. They spend it in things that does not make meaning to them. At the end of the day, the rich and the wealthy people know how to control their money. Poor people let their money control them. Sometimes it is better for you to lose money in an investment. Some people sometimes, my mentor usually tell me that if you've never lost million, you can't be a millionaire. If you've never lost billion, you can't be a billionaire. If you look at it in recent times, the likes of different people, the likes of Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, they've lost billions in recent times because they are billionaires. Over the past few days, Elon Musk has lost over $100 billion in Teslas. It's not that it's a wise saying that you must lose, but sometimes what you don't have capacity to lose, you might not be able to have control over. Number 9 rule is that rich people always make sure they investigate before they invest in that business. They look for who are the people behind that business. They don't just go for profits. A lot of people in this day and age, they just go for, when you see 100% in 20 days, in 10 days, they just go for it. They don't even discover. They don't even carry out investigation. Who are the people behind this business? What kind of business is it? And how is it going to be very useful for them? And if I invest, what is security around that? They don't investigate before they invest in that business. Rich people and wealthy people always invest. Check the office, check the portfolio of people. Who are those people? What are the integrity? What is the risk appetite? And things like that in those areas. So friends, zillionaires, the last one I'm going to be giving, which is the 10th rule, universal rule of money, is that there is clear difference between assets and liabilities. Rich people acquire assets. Poor people accumulate liabilities. In recent time, we were having a discussion with some of my mentees. They said their phone is an asset to them. And I said, no, your phone can be an asset, is a tool. It can't be an asset, is a liability. Because what is a liability? Liability is anything that takes money away from you. Asset is something that gives money, that produces money, that turns money and multiply money and put money in your pockets. I understand you watching this, you say, no, your phone is your office. I understand that. But does that phone actually produce more for you? But I'm going to be rounding up today to say your car is not an asset, except the car is turned into an Uber. Your phone is not an asset, except you use your phone to be able to generate money. But houses, lands, and so on and so forth can bring money to your pocket through rental services, short lettings, and so on. But I believe I've been able to teach you today about the 10th rule, universal rule of money. So friends and fellow zillionaire, I hope you've now been able to take enough notes in this masterclass. And please share this video with your friends and family, wherever they're watching it from. And please make sure you let them know that a conference is coming up on the 26th of April. If they are based in South Africa, I'm going to be flying out to South Africa in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal on the 26th of April with some of our team members that are within the community and different faculties. We're going to be having what we call the Generational Wealth Summit. On the 26th of April, 9 o'clock in Coastland Hotel, KwaZulu-Natal in Dublin. It's a place where you want to come and learn how to grow your wealth, how to create a generational wealth. So until I come your way again in another masterclass, and I can't wait to see you at the conference, stay blessed and God bless you. My name is Dr. Julius Oluwasegun Aroba.